And now, Coach of the Year candidate Monty Williams.
Coach, obviously you guys were so efficient in the first half offensively, and then you get guys out of rhythm. You're trying to figure out who to play, and then you put starters back in.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say out of rhythm. I just thought we missed a lot of shots versus their switching. You know, we had an advantage with our bigs, especially with JaVale. I thought we made a few bad reads and ended up in late clock situations, and sometimes that can look like you're out of rhythm. So there may be some evidence there, but overall I thought we played a solid game. When they went small, that was when we didn't take advantage of that lineup like we had been. And then we gave up some easy threes tonight and transition threes that we typically don't give up just because we were miscommunicating. And that was in that same segment where we weren't scoring like we did in the first half.
For obviously, as you always say, it's hard to win in this league, and to take a 1-0 lead, regardless of how you get it, you'll take it.
Yeah.
But how much would that last quarter be viewed in terms of preparing?
I think it speaks to, one, we can be better. I mean, we scored 121 with that fourth quarter. So I know our guys are feeling that, and that's what we said. But we can't have those kinds of quarters against a team like that and give up a 35. So, you know, if you're going to have a 25, you only want to give up a 25 or 26, you know, and that was the goal for me going into the fourth was let's win the fourth, and we didn't. A lot of it was missed shots, but we didn't handle the switches like we have been when teams have done that to us.
Monty, how'd you like the offensive execution once you forced Dallas into rotations?
I mean, we were getting shots. I like the fact that we were not settling for the threes tonight. A lot of our guys were attacking the paint. We were getting floaters, rim shots, and then we were playing in paint to great. And that was the focus. You know, once we had a good shot, you know, we can take it, but let's try to get a great shot. I thought we were pretty good, especially in the first half.
45 for Doncic, but you guys made him play physical and play downhill. How would you assess the way you guys defended?
I mean, anytime a guy has 45, you know, you look at that number and you're like, you don't like it. But I look at their assist numbers. They only had 16. So, you know, Kleber hit some threes, but for the most part, you know, nobody else got going the way that they're capable. But we can do a much better job of just keeping him out of our paint without fouling. I thought the fouling hurt us in segments tonight.
Going off of that, did you feel like this was the type of game, especially in the third quarter, where, you know, the style that they play in your defense with them kind of contributed to the wear-down effect a little bit? Maybe.
I mean, I thought, you know, if we could have made a few more shots in the fourth, it'd feel a lot, you know, better, if you will. But I thought we got the shots we wanted. You know, they were giving us different coverages on Chris and Book. Sometimes it was a blitz. Sometimes it was a switch to a hit off of the switch. We got the shots on the backside. And then, like I said, there were times where we had a shot on the backside and we attacked the paint. And that can wear teams down, especially if you flatten them out by getting to the paint.
How'd you like the bench production campaign, bouncing back, Cam Johnson?
Well, I thought Cam, JaVale, all those guys, you know, even if they didn't score, contributed tonight. JaVale's segment was really good in the second half. I think we have to do a much better job of trying to find him at the rim versus their switching. I think the second group can be much better there, but yeah, we need that production from both Cams.
It looked like the Mavericks were getting a lot of backside open threes on the sinking defense.
Yeah.
Luka would drive, or one of their guards would drive in. I think they were second in the league in getting corner threes after their trade of KP, and you guys were third best at keeping people out of that. So what did you see there, and how do you think?
It's one of those environments where we can be better. Once we got to trust the guy that's guarding the ball, that he's going to force a tough two. There were a number of times tonight where we didn't steal out to the three-point shooters. We were kind of watching the ball. And then once the pass was made, then we made the effort to get out there, but it was too late. We can do a much better job of just guarding the ball, keeping it in front, but then the guys watching that have to trust, whether it's Mikal or Jay, that those guys are going to be able to guard and force a tough two. Yeah. Just effort. Yeah, it was a huge play for us. He just covered a lot of ground. I wish that was a part of the scheme. That was just Mikal making a great play.
Monty, Chris played, I think, under 30 minutes tonight. I mean, part of that, I'm sure, was the big lead. He took the long rest going into the second quarter. Do you feel like after that first round, maybe you need to dial it back a little bit with him minutes-wise?
I don't – it's not a part of the plan, but tonight I sat him a bit longer. Cam was playing well in the first half, and, you know, you're always trying to win the game. But it is on my mind at times, anytime we can allow him more rest, it is helpful because I think it makes him fresher in the fourth quarter or allows him to be. I took him out in the third, and I think he had a few choice words for me as he was going towards the bench, but I understood it. I can't worry about the first round. We're trying to do everything we can to win this one, but there are times when we can rest him a bit longer.
Monty over here with DeAndre leading the team in scoring. Are there things that you see with him that feel like just that recognition and reps, being in his second go around with this stuff and identifying, hey, I have the mismatch, I have the hot hand, so to speak, any of that stuff?
Well, I just think there's opportunities to take advantage of, you know, certain situations, whether he's in short roll, he's been pretty efficient with that shot, or when he has a smaller guy in a post-up situation. But, you know, he's worked on it with Coach Bryant. As I said before, the first year, I didn't think he was as comfortable playing in the trenches and using his left shoulder, jump hook, and playing in short rolls. So it's just something that he continues to work on, and it's a weapon for us, especially when you're playing Chris and Book with the kinds of coverages they see every night. I think he does a really good job of being under control when he catches it in the short roll. Sometimes he'll find guys on the weak side, or he can go right to his mid-range jump hook, if you will.
Monty, you knew coming into the series a lot of what they do offensively.
We'll be back with more.